Hi everyone, this is Sunny Kumar from IIT BHU and welcome to my channel Code with Sunny. And today I am going to discuss the problem of data structures and algorithms coding contest of HackerEarth. And the first problem is equalize strings. Okay, so let's jump directly into the problem statement. So we have been given two binary strings S and T of same length n, and our task is to make both the strings equal, perform the operation on the string S. Okay, so what is the operation? Select any substring of S and then flip all the ones to 0 and flip all the zeros to 1 of that substring. Okay. So what will be the minimum number of operations we have to perform to make the strings equal? Okay. So we have to output that. So before moving further, let's discuss the input format and output format also. So the it will be followed by string n, then s of length and the string t. Okay, and we have to print the single integer denoting what will be the minimum number of operations required to make both the strings equal. So let's begin to understand this problem, analyze this problem, and what will be our approach to solve this problem in most efficient way. So let's move further. So basically I am going to take a string s1, okay, and another string s2, okay. So we have to find the minimum number of operations we need to perform to make the strings equal. And what will be the minimum number of operations? Suppose we have chosen a substring, and substring contains ones and zeros. We are going to convert all the ones to zeros and all the zeros to ones. Okay, and we have to find what will be the minimum number of operations. So one thing we should note that if the ith character of s1 as well as s2 are already equal, there is no need to flip the characters. Okay, so it will be a waste. So this you can see 1 and 1 are equal, 0 and 0 are equal, so I am not going to flip this one. And if you can see, there is a consecutive segment, that is you can notice this segment. Okay, okay, so if this segment has the characters that are not equal, that is s1 of I is not equal to s2 of I, and similarly this one also and this one also. So we are going to find what will be the maximum length of the consecutive characters of both the strings that are not equal. You can see this is the length of the consecutive character that are not equal, and similarly after this these are equal. Okay, and the now from starting from here, these are also not equal characters. Okay, so what will be the, and again you can see here with this, or this character is not also equal. So if the characters are already equal, like here you can see uh, these characters are already equal, these characters are already equal. I am not going to perform any of the operations to these characters, and I am going to perform the operations to that character that are unequal, and we are going to choose a segment, because if we to minimize the number of operations we need to maximize this segment, so that we can perform a single operation on all the elements, all the characters will become equal. So I am going to choose a single operation, convert all the characters of this segment of S1 and flip all the bits. That is, the operation is to flip all the characters, basically 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. Okay. So 0 is converted to 1 and 0 is also converted to 1 and 1 is converted to 0. Then this segment is exactly matching with the S2 segment. Okay. So this will require a single operation. One, that is, I am going to say it is requiring a single operation. And similarly in this case you can also see I am going to choose a segment starting from this up to this and flip all the characters of S1, so that 1 becomes 0 and 0 becomes 1. So it will be exactly equal to the S2 and the segment from L to R, that is, let's say L is this and R is this. So that is also satisfying the criteria. So in that case also our number of operations will be 1, because I need to find the minimum of number of operations. So I need to choose a maximum length of the segment such that all the characters of this segment are unequal, that is s1 of I is not equal to s2 of I. I need to choose that segment because I need to minimize the number of operations. So to minimize the number of operations, so I need to maximize the length of the segment of unequal characters. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one, and now you can see here is again a single character that is mismatching. So this one I need also a single operation. So what will be the minimum number of operations to convert a string s1 to string s2? that will be 3. So this is the required way I'm going to do it. So how we can implement this logic? So we need to understand that also. So one thing you can say, the what will be the number of sign changes you can notice here. So let me change the color first and let me denote it by, let's say, take a brown. Okay, so what will be the number of sign changes? So so I'm going to modify my string s1 and s2 such that there is a common string s that is going to denote denoted by 1 0 again. And if the character, if s1 of I and s2 of I characters are matching, I'm going to denote it by 1. And if s1 of I and s2 of I is not matching, I'm going to denote it by 0. So let's make a new string s, okay, from s1 and s2 data, okay. So 1 and 1 is matching, so I'm going to put 1. Again 0 and 0 is matching, I'm going to put 1. And again the 0 and 1 is not matching, I'm going to put 0. Then again 0, then again 0, and then again 0 and 0 are matching, you can see here, okay. I'm going to mark it. So matching, so 1. Again not matching, I'm going to put 0. And then again not matching, put 0. Then again not matching, put 0. Then again not matching, put 0. And then matching, so I'm going to put 1. Then not matching, then I'm going to put 0. So to get the answer directly, what will be the number of sign changes? You can say number of characters such that s1 of I is not that is number of characters such that s of I is not matching with s of I minus 1. You can see number of characters is exactly equal to, you can say, this one. And here it is, sign is going to be changed, that is characters are changing for the consecutive ones, and here also. And you can say here again, here also, and again here also, and again here also. But we need to notice that character such that s1 of I, I'm going to write, okay, sorry, s of I is not equal to, sorry, yes, okay, s of I is not equal to s of I minus 1. And you can also say, if s of I is not equal to s of I minus 1, our number of answers, that is our answer, will be incremented by 1 only when s of I minus 1, that is this one, is exactly equal to the character 0. Why? You can see whenever we encounter s of I not equal to s of I minus 1, that is you can see this one, and again this one, s of I is not equal to s of I minus 1, and the s of I minus 1th character is 0. It means that the now I am moving from a unmatched character to a matched character, so I need to increment my answer by 1. So answer is only incremented by here this position, and you can say this position, and at last finally I have to check if there is something, the last character which is unmatched, so I am going to increment my answer by 1, okay. So this will be our basic approach. Convert the make a new string s such that s1 of I, when s1 of I is equal to s2 of I need to put a character 1, and otherwise I am going to put a character 0. And whenever the consecutive character is mismatching and the previous character, that is s of I minus 1, is exactly equal to character 0, I need to increment my answer. And finally I have also to check if s of n minus 1 is exactly equal to the character 0, then I need to increment my answer again by 1. So let's move on to the coding part. Okay, so okay, so what I have done here is, let me, okay, so basically I have taken n and then s1 and then s2, and I have declared a string s, which should be our new string, okay. So I am going to make a new string such that s of I is 1 when s1 of I is exactly equal to s2 of I, and s of I will be 0 if s1 of I is not equal to s2 of I. Now I am going to iterate in up to the length n for the strings. If s1 of I is exactly equal to s2 of I, append 1, otherwise append 0. Now I'm going to, okay, this is a waste, I think count is doing nothing here, okay. So I am declaring my answer as 0, and I am going to increment answer for every consecutive segment of unmatched characters, plus when s of I minus 1 is character 0, denoting that the previous one is an unmatched character, that is s1 of I is not equal to s2 of I, so I need to increment my answer by 1. So let's iterate over there. a new string, that is I equal to 1 up to less than n. If s of I is not equal to s of I minus 1 and s of I minus 1 is exactly 0, I need to increment my answer by 1. And finally, I need to check that if n minus 1 character is exactly 0, I need to increment my answer by 1 again, because we all know that the last character is not going to be checked by this for loop. So I need to increment my answer by 1 separately by checking this condition. So let's submit this code directly and check it out what will happen. Okay. So the code is fine and it's obviously correct. So the link to the code is mentioned in the description section of the video, and if you have any doubts, do comment there, and I will ask the viewers to like this video, share this video, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you for watching this video.